Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Charlotte Tilbury's brand new product and why Jackie Aina is being called out for allegedly supporting the very limited shade range with respect to same. So let's get into it. So on January 8th, Trend Mood posted this sneak peek of a new upcoming product from Charlotte Tilbury to her Instagram page. As you can see from the photo, as well as Trend Mood's hashtag in the caption of the post, the product is called Hollywood Flawless Filter. Now, when I captured this screenshot, I did not expand the original caption to reveal the additional information on the product included by Trend Mood. So being that she has now updated the post, I can't say for certain if what remains is what was posted originally plus an update, or whether the original caption was edited entirely. So assuming that she posts to Instagram and Twitter simultaneously, which I believe she does, as at the time I was compiling this video, both were posted 20 hours prior, and being that you still cannot edit Twitter posts, I compared her post on Twitter to her post on Instagram, and it appears that her original caption, which would have been the same on Instagram, was as follows. Update at C Tilbury Makeup, new upcoming product, hashtag Hollywood Flawless Filter, hashtag Foundation Filter Hybrid that will give you soft focused, flawlessly filtered, I guess she meant to say skin. 7 shades will be available March 1st on their website. The reason it was important for me to see how Trend Mood described the product in her original post is because of all the backlash this post received. Now, going by the photo and by Trend Mood's post, which included, quote, hashtag Foundation Filter Hybrid, end quote, one would assume that the product is some sort of foundation, which I think is a fair assumption to make based on this photo and the limited information provided to us. Now, if this product is in fact a foundation, the obvious issue is the shade range, or lack thereof, I should say. Admittedly, when I first saw the post on Trend Mood's page, I thought the product was meant to be foundation, and I was disappointed because the range appeared to only consist of 7 shades, and only one of those shades were in the dark category. Seems as though there were a lot of people who felt similar to me, as Trend Mood's comments section was flooded with comments with respect to the lack of diversity in the range. Among those comments was one by Jeffree Star, which reads as follows: 7 shades? Seriously? Fuck off. Why even bother launching this until there's at least 25 shades to start with? Hey, C Tilbury Makeup, listen to the customers and wake up. So here's an instance where I agree with what Jeffree was saying, and I think it's especially important for influencers like him who have large platforms to speak out about issues such as these, but the way in which he went about it kind of takes away from his point, in my opinion, and it may have been for nothing because, as it turns out, the product may not even be foundation, but if it is, I agree, the shade range is shameful, and to be honest, the whole thing gave me It Cosmetics vibes. If you're new here and haven't seen my video where Jackie Aina calls out It Cosmetics, I'll leave the link below, but I suggest checking it out because it ties into what I'm going to talk about next. It just so happens that on the same day of Trend Mood's post, Jackie Aina was actually with Charlotte Tilbury herself on Snapchat talking about all things makeup, yet made no mention of the limited shade range when referencing this new product, leaving people, myself included, to wonder whether Jackie was giving Charlotte a free pass. I'm going to show Jackie's snap in its entirety, but for those of you who want to skip to the parts where she actually refers to the product, I'll leave timestamps here.
Okay, guys, so you're never gonna guess. You're never gonna guess who I'm with.
Darling!
It's Auntie
here.
Charlotte.
Oh, darling, I know, Auntie Charlotte. I don't know about that, darling. I mean, today I feel a bit Auntie Charlotte, mind you.
No, you're
a little bit of
snatched,
magic
girl.
cream, magic night cream, and a mask. I'm going to go on double mask after I leave here.
Yes, girl.
It's all those golden glows, darling. They have exhausted me. I've been out all night, all day. Too many parties, too much fun. Too much, too much gossiping, makeupping, lip glossing, highlighting, film star bronze and glowing, supermodel bodying.
She just goes in, like, go right into work mode. Okay, Charlotte, so give me my look.
Okay, my
in the most fabulous way possible.
Darlings, we are using the Instant Eye Palette. Now look at this beauty here. Divine, divine on Jackie's mesmerizing eyes. We have used, look at these gorgeous, darling, we've used the Desk, little gorgeous mauvey, chocolatey colour.
Give it to us, girl.
All in the sockets. And then this divine champagne oyster.
Yes.
Right here, champagne oyster pink, which is like a little kind of bubble of champagne across the eyes that just make them look mesmeric and divine and totally...
Mesmeric. I don't even know what that means. Mesmeric. Charlotte, can I just take you everywhere with me? I go shopping.
Full of mesmerizing eyes. We need eyes to hypnotize the world, and your eyes certainly will. Who would say no to Jackie Dunn with those mesmeric eyes?
And the wig.
Just completely dreamy, hypnotic, divine. And that...
Okay, guys, now as promised, I'm giving you my Charlotte Tilbury darlings. Here, I'm with my auntie Charlotte darlings. She's giving us just luxurious darlings. Darling. So Charlotte, tell me a little bit about your look. Actually, I'll tell you about your look. Okay, so we started off with a little bit of the Goddess Skin Clay Mask, darlings. You need the Goddess Skin Clay Mask, darlings. If your skin is parched, if your skin is oily, you've got to have it. It's just going to lay all over your skin.
Darling, you're heaven.
Darlings, I try with darlings. I'm Charlotte. I am fabulous. After we've done the Goddess Skin Clay Mask, okay, we've done a little bit of the Magic Day Cream.
Magic cream, darling, magic cream.
The magic cream.
The powers of magic cream.
The powers of SPF, darlings.
Yes.
Hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid. Peptide.
I don't know what that is, but that too.
Plumps the collagen.
It's fabulous, darlings. We need all of it, darlings. We just need 3 layers of it, darlings. It's incredible. And the last product we've got is the Hollywood
Flawless Filter. It is just like
darlings. I'm dead, darlings.
Being that Trend Moods post coincided with Jackie's snap, and given that inclusivity within the beauty industry is something that Jackie's been very passionate about in the past, it wasn't long before people started tagging her on Trend Moods' Instagram post hoping for an explanation on the situation. This commenter wrote, at Jackie Aina, do you actually support this shit, fam? I saw you with this and Charlotte on your Snapchat story, but you're the one who's tried out the product, so maybe there's something us on the outside don't know, and these are flexible shades, but still, I hope you are hanging out with Charlotte today to help expand this shade range because this is just bullshit. This shade range does not belong in 2018. We should have left this in 1965. Hope you give us the real tease because the future is not looking too bright for this product. There were several other comments very similar to this one, and something I do want to say is that while I understand that Jackie has been very vocal and passionate about these issues, it's a lot of pressure to put on one person to expect them to be the spokesperson or ambassador for same every time issues like these arise. Yes, she's been a much needed voice in the industry, but it's not her job, and in my opinion, she should not be expected to speak on every issue pertaining to this matter. I'll speak for myself and say when I initially saw Trend Moods post and Jackie's snap, I was confused only because I believe it would have been hypocritical to speak out on IT Cosmetics' shitty shade range, yet let Charlotte Tilbury slide for the exact same issue just because you're hanging with her. Turns out it may not be the same issue, which Jackie explained later that night on Twitter when someone asked if she could talk about Trend Moods' post, to which Jackie responded and said, I was actually told that's meant to be a tinted primer / all over glow situation, not a foundation. I even swatched it and it kind of disappears into the skin. I wonder if maybe Trend Mood made a mistake. The person responded to Jackie and said, okay, that makes it so much better, lol. I was hoping you knew since you were with her. To which Jackie responded, now that I think of it, 7 shades is kinda random, ? For a product like that, they probably could have done like 3 or 4. So Jackie was not under the impression that this was a foundation. The problem here is that no one truly knows what the fuck this product is. The description given was far too vague, especially at a time when people are on high alert waiting to pick apart a brand for not being inclusive. Fenty Beauty really changed the game in my opinion, and while I don't believe every brand should be compared to Fenty, the launch of that brand has really opened people's eyes in terms of what an inclusive shade range looks like, which is a good thing, but as we've seen in this situation, can also lead people to jump to conclusions, creating this entire mess. Since the backlash of this post, more information has become available, and from what I've heard, the product is not supposed to be a true foundation. It's meant to be a hybrid of a primer and a highlighter. Therefore, it apparently doesn't have to be an exact shade match. Whether 7 shades is sufficient for a primer highlighter hybrid, I have no idea. As I said earlier, Trend Mood has also updated her Instagram post to include, update, please read updated caption. The initial description on the website was foundation. It has been updated and currently says primer and highlighter hybrid. I went on Charlotte Tilbury's website and didn't see the product listed at all, so I'm not sure what Trend Mood is referring to. Maybe it's just not showing up for me. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to say that I don't believe this is a case of Jackie being hypocritical. I think this is simply a lack of information. As usual, I want to hear what you guys think about the situation. Do you think people need to back back off Jackie and stop relying on her to speak on every issue pertaining to inclusivity in the beauty industry? Have you noticed that people are more aware of these issues following the launch of Fenty Beauty? Let me know below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at HereForTheT2, and I'll talk to you guys again soon in my next video. Bye!